Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Devin, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a turret, which you would essentially use for like a spaceship in a video game, or maybe you got a character who you only want to use the gun in one direction. It's essentially a turret that will only look in specific directions, and it also can take into consideration the rotation of the given object that it's parented to. So I'll just go ahead and run the game so you can kind of see what's going on here. So I have here Grumpy, and he is wait. Did I say thing? Yeah, okay, I did. But anyways, so as you can see, we got two turrets on him, and as you can see on the one on the side right here, the turret points right at it, and the other one just tries to do the best it can. But as you can see, they're limited to only point in their given directions. And we got him slowly spinning in a circle, showing that everything just stays right in place for us. So that's what we're gonna build, and it's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete the objects here. Okay, go away. Boop. And then I'm gonna delete this one here. And then wait, no. I want it. Whoa. Game Maker, why you do this to me? Okay, delete, get out of there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and recreate the objects, and we'll go ahead and we'll create right there. Now we are going to call this one. Let me get my notes out. This is going to be OBJ turret ship. Yeah, just for the sake of calling it ship, and for people, let's make this one Happy Harry. Okay, so this one's Happy Harry. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and create another object. This is gonna be your basic turret, essentially. So OBJ turret. Okay, there we go. So now we got. I got a couple of preset sprites here, as you can see, that we're using just for examples. So I'm going to open up my turrets room, and I'm going to go to my objects, and I'm going to insert our ship object, that being Happy Harry, of course. And we're going to go ahead and run the game. Now, of course, our ship object and our turret object has absolutely no code in it whatsoever. So as you can see, it's not really doing a whole lot except sitting there looking happy. So we're gonna make it do things. So the first thing that we're actually going to program is the turret. Now we're going to go into the create event. We're going to go into code window. Now what we need is, what we need is cone center equals 0. And of course, this is a variable that we're going to be setting at a later time, but just for a good default value, 0 is a good one, 0 is a good one. Cone size equals 90. Once again, 90 is just a nice round number. Route speed is equal to 0. Cone center is essentially going to be the direction that the cone is going to be pointing. The cone size is the size in degrees, how big the cone is going to be, with cone center obviously being at the very center of the cone. And then route speed is rotation speed. And that's important because it doesn't stick exactly to the mouse X and mouse Y, but actually, we don't want that to be 0. I'm sorry. Set that to 10. Set something pretty nice. 10 is a nice round number for this. But, it's going to be moving so fast, trust me, you won't even notice. So, we got that in there. Now we're going into the step event. Gonna plop in some code. Now, here's where things get really fun. Now, the very first bit of code that we're going to put in there, now I'm actually going to copy and paste this, and I'll explain this. Now, because of how we're dealing with image angle in this particular case, image angle has the possibility of going over 360 or under 0. This little snippet of code right here makes it so that won't happen because we got to be able to accurately measure image angle. So while image angle is less than 0, image angle plus equals 360. So if it goes below 0, it equals 360. But otherwise, image angle is equal to image angle mod 360, which will make it so that we won't have to worry about going all crazy on us. Now we're going to establish a couple of temporary variables here. So var diff equals 0. That's an important one. And you know what, actually, we'll do it like this. So diff is essentially this is going to be the magic number that's going to move our our turrets. So you need that. Now var eng is equal to point direction x y mouse underscore x mouse underscore y. Now ang is essentially just the direction to point it towards. Now we are saying it to the mouse x and y. However, though, if you wanted it to point towards some other point or something else, you can definitely use that. But just for the sake of this little tutorial here, we're using the mouse location. Okay, now we'll go ahead and establish another one. Var cone diff is equal to angle difference image underscore angle cone. Let's see now. Cone center minus cone size divided by 2. Boom. Okay. Now the purpose of cone difference is that it is the difference between the image angle and basically the minimal of the cone. Now we need this number in order to properly calculate and limit the cone as it looks in various directions. And we're actually going to have, let's see, two more functions or two more variables that are very similar but contain very different values. So now var cone. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Diff check. Oop. Nope. Okay. Is equal to angle underscore difference eng cone. Actually, it's essentially the exact same thing as this. Boom. Okay. So while this one here is based on image angle, this one here is based on the actual angle that it would be pointing in. So that one there. So this one here can be considered a live check all the time, and this one here is only while aiming within the cone. So that's what cone diff is. That's what diff check is. Now we have one more, which is var cone up is equal to angle underscore difference, and that's ang cone center. Now, this one here serves one purpose and one purpose only. It's so we can calculate the exact opposite of the cone center. And that is to make sure that the turrets point in either or direction, even if the mouse is outside of the turret's viewable area. Okay, now we're going to get into the actual engine portion of it. So here we go. If diff check is less than or equal to cone size, and diff check is, let's see, greater than or equal to 0, diff is equal to image, or nope, not image, my goodness, I'm sorry, angle underscore difference ang image underscore angle. Now, essentially what we're saying is, while within the cone, run this code. Now, okay, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit and put a little bit of code. So here's how our image angle is working. Image, no, okay, angle plus equals min, and we're doing, or wait, why do I have min there? My goodness, I'm sorry. Median, negative rot speed, diff, rot speed. Now what this does is, technically we are not pointing the turret directly at the, whatchamacallit, brain fart, at the mouse X and mouse Y. we are making it move towards the mouse X and mouse Y, but how can we make it so that it will move at a variable rate based on how close it is? This is how we're doing it. We got the median of negative rot speed, or negative rotation speed, difference, and then positive rotation speed. Now, obviously, if difference equals 0, negative rotation speed and positive rotation speed will cancel each other out, and it will return 0. Therefore, it's not going to move. However, if difference starts going up or starts going down, it's going to affect that median, and it will only go as high. At least, yeah, it would only go as high as the rotation speed. So that's why we got diff, and we're doing image angle difference and all that good jazz. Now, else, or of course, if it's not, if our ang is not within the viewable area, if sine cone op is less than 0, diff is equal to max negative rot speed negative cone diff. Now, essentially what we've done here, let's see, is we're choosing the maximum possible value. Although it's, of course, it's a little bit backwards because we're dealing with trying to pick. We want to pick the lowest number relative to which direction that we're going. Although because we're dealing with negative numbers here, we're actually picking the maximum. So what we want to happen is we want it to move at rotation speed, but if the distance between the minimum is less than the rotation speed, then we just want it to move the difference between the two. Otherwise, it's going to jump. Otherwise, it'll jump past what the minimum is, and dogs and cats start getting along, it's just not very nice. So we're not gonna let that happen. So we're using this function in order to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, we're going to do an else if sine cone op is greater than 0, or essentially we're doing the other direction. Diff is equal to, no, not minus, min. We're in the positives now, so now it's min instead of max. Rot speed, now cone size minus cone diff. Because we still need the possibility of it ending up being 0. So that's what cone size minus cone diff does for us. Wouldn't work in this case. It just things explode, doesn't work correctly. Now we pretty much have all the code for our turret itself. Now we are actually going to hop into our ship. And we're going to actually program the ship to have some turrets. So here's what we're going to do. Going to go into create, and we're going to actually create the turrets. So what we need to do is I'm just going to turret 0 is equal to, and I'm doing it as an array because, in the case of like if you want to make a really big ship, you could just have an array of turrets on it with all their own values and all that good jazz within it. So let's go ahead and just do it in the form of an array. Yeah, it just much better that way. So we're gonna do instance create x minus 20 y obj turret. There we go. And we'll do essentially the same exact thing for our other turret, only it's going to be plus 20. Boom. And that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. So that's pretty much it for our create event. Now we're going to go ahead and hop into the step event. And we're going to dump. Okay, yep, we're going to dump into code block here. And now, for the next fun part. Shoot, why name turret, right? Turret? I named turret, right? Yep, turret, okay. Turret, okay. Here we go. 0 is equal to, or actually we're addressing variables in it, so cone center. Remember that nice little cone center variable that we declared in the turrets? We're addressing that now. Is equal to image underscore angle minus 80, or 180. So essentially what we're saying is the cone where it points is equal to the image angle of the ship, but to the ship's right of it. So, the not leftmost direction. So, and then we can actually do the same thing here for a turret 2, only we want this one here to be on the right side. So we're actually going to make this just simply be image angle. Now we need to set the, well, actually, you know what? We could actually set the cone size if we wanted. Just by doing this and, say, 180, make it really big. But 90 is a very good number, and that's what it's set to anyway. So we'll just go ahead and leave that as is. Actually, gotta set that to 1 because that's our second turret. Now next, we're going to set the X and Y values of these turrets. And in order to do that, we're going to use an incredible little function called length direction. Now, we're going to start by doing turret 0. There we go. Dot X is equal to X plus length dir X. We'll do 20 pixels out. That's the length area. Image underscore angle minus 180. There we go. And then we'll do essentially the same exact thing for Y. Boop. And then, no, not T, my goodness. There we go. Y, and Y. Actually, we'll go ahead and put that away for now. And unless I'm mistaken, that's pretty much the core of what we need. So we should have one functioning turret right now. I'm going to go ahead and run the game, and we'll see what happens. I probably caused something to explode somewhere, but, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, nope. There we go. There we go. Look at that. We got a turret, and it's looking around at stuff. But the only problem is, why don't we make the turret be on top? So we'll set that to -1. There we go. Go ahead and make this run. Come on. There we go. Oh, whoops, I got 2 of them going. All right. Well, I did make 2, and we haven't exactly set a good location for it yet. So, but anyways, so you can see where that's going now. So let's go ahead and finish programming this. Actually, no, why is that going there? That shouldn't be going there. Probably some in the step event that I set. Okay, well, whatever. So, we're actually doing pretty much the exact same thing as we did for turret 0. So 1, 1, 1, and of course we're going to put this one to the right. Boom. And then we're going to make this just be image angle. Yep, that should pretty much do it. So we're just going to go ahead and run this. What? Oh no, I caused it to explode. Variable index out of range. Did I do a stupid? I did a stupid, didn't I? Let's see. Yep, I did a very stupid. There we go. I forgot to set it to the proper index. Okay. This should make it work. There we go. Now we got fully functioning turrets. Yep. Now we got this guy here. He's got a little turret on this side. He's got a little turret on this side. and they try to compensate when the mouse is on the opposing side, or essentially the X and Y values that they're supposed to be pointing to. So we're going to actually now just go ahead and make sure that it still does work. Image underscore angle plus equals. So the ship slowly just simply rotates. There we go. And would you look at that? We have ourselves some working turrets, and they will point in whatever direction is appropriate. Well, I guess that pretty much does it. Hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. Actually, should I go over that? Nah, oh well, whatever. I'll make another video about it. I know I definitely want to get more in the depth into the length dir functions, and but I'll say that for another day, because this here shows where it's useful, and now that you know where it's useful, maybe a video in the future of it would be of significant beneficiality for you. So if that's something that you'd like to see, leave a comment or something. And if you want me to go over something else, definitely say so, and I'll definitely strive to make a video in relation to it. Anyways, I guess that pretty much sums it up. I'll link to the file in the description. Pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, and happy gaming.